Hello everybody, this is the 40th lecture for us for the Sahid al-Qasir. Today we are taking Book 15, Academic, Test 3, Writing Task 1. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. The graph below shows the number of tourists visiting a particular Caribbean island between 2010 and 2017. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Write at least 150 words. We have number of tourists visiting a Caribbean island 2010 to 2017. And we have here the information of the end. It says visitors staying on cruise ship and visitors staying on island, the total. Okay. Let's come to analyze this one. Please have a look on it. Now we will move to start reading what the writing is, then the analysis. Okay, the graph displays the statistics of the number of tourists visiting a particular Caribbean island between the years 2010 and 2017. In the year 2010, there were 250,000 visitors that stayed on cruise ships, while another 750,000 visitors were staying on island. That totals up to 1 million of visitors during that year. The following year, which is 2011, 500,000 visitors stayed on cruise ships for the visitors who were staying on the island. The graph does not show the decrease or an increase because the number was the same as the previous year, which is 750,000 visitors. Total visitors for that year was 1,250,000 visitors. Moving on, the number of visitors staying on cruise ships decreased to 250,000 visitors in the year 2012, while the number of visitors staying on island increased to 1,250,000 people. This sums up to an amount of 1,500,000 visitors that year. In the year 2013, 500,000 visitors stayed on cruise ships, while 1,500,000 visitors stayed on island. That adds up to 2 million visitors that year. During the next year, which is 2014, a total of 1 million visitors stayed on cruise ships, while the same number of visitors staying on island remained consistent, which is 1,500,000 people, totaling up to 2.5 million visitors that year. For the year 2015, 1,250,000 visitors were staying on cruise ships and 1,500,000 tourists were staying on island, showing no changes from the previous year. The total of tourists in that year increased to 2,750,000 visitors. The total number of visitors remained the same in the following year, which is 2016, where it summed up 1,500,000 visitors staying on cruise ships and 1,250,000 visitors staying on island. In the final year, 2017, the number of visitors staying on cruise ships and staying on island increased to 3.5 million of visitors. The graph showed an increase of 500,000 for the number of visitors staying on cruise ships, which totals up to 2 million visitors. As for the number of visitors staying on island, the graph also increased for 250,000, which adds up to a total of 1,500,000 visitors that year. Through the years, the number of visitors staying on cruise ships showed an unstable increase and decrease for the first 4 years, but continued to increase in the next year onwards. As for the number of visitors staying on island, there was no progress of increase or decrease in the first 2 years, which are 2010 and 2011, but the graph rose until it remained constant for three consecutive years in a row. The number of visitors then slacked off in the year 2016, but managed to increase to the same level as the year before the previous in 2017. All in all, the graph showed an outstanding performance for the total number of visitors throughout 2011 to 2017, where it increased gradually every single year except from 2015 to 2016, where it remained constant. Okay, we come to the end of this task here, and now we take the comment of the examiner. Here is the examiner's comment. This is a full and detailed description of the data contained in the graph, supplemented by a comparison of the variations in the numbers for the two types of visitors, staying on cruise ships or staying on the island. There is a clear overview of the end of the description. Organization is fairly clear and it progresses logically across the time period, although it could be improved by subdividing the rather long second paragraph. The range of vocabulary is wide enough to show some variety of expression, adds up to, and totals up to, and some use of collocation, 3 blah 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 years in a row. There is a high level of accuracy and grammatical control in both simple and complex structures, but there is an omission of a full stop between the first and the second sentences and no capital letter to indicate the beginning of the new sentence. Okay, this one got 7. It's the 7 plus, really. It's the band of 7.5 for this piece of writing. We come to the end of our lecture today. I wish that you got the benefit of it. If you liked it, please just press the button of subscribe. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. If you have any criticism, write it in the comments too. That was Mr. Haidal Qasir with you. Thanks for watching.